Hello everyone, David Raffinengo here with Keller Williams Metro Center here in Tysons in Vienna, Virginia. Today's short educational video is when is the best time to list my house for sale? So when is the best time to sell your home? The short answer, it depends, right? It depends if, when did you buy? Did you buy high? Did you buy low? Do you have equity in the house? What's your current motivation to sell? That's obviously going to be probably your main driving factor. A lot of people ask me, should I take advantage of the low interest rates right now with all the motivated buyers out there? There are a lot of motivated buyers with the interest rates. They know they're low. They're historically low. They continue to be. We saw some data the other day from one of our lenders here in house that was showing us interest rates in the 70s were like at somewhere 8 to 9%. I know in the 80s they got up to like 18%. In the early 2000s, that's when I started in real estate. I remember them being right around 6.5%. And we're currently hovering right around 4.5%. So, there are motivated buyers out there. Another question I get all the time is Amazon. Should I hold on to my home because of Amazon? I might gain appreciation holding on to the home. The reality is, Amazon, we're all excited about Amazon coming to town, but the reality is it's a 10-year plus rollout, so it's not going to have an immediate impact, right? Will there be appreciation because of Amazon? Yes, it's going to help, especially around the general national landing area and kind of expanding into Arlington, Alexandria, maybe parts of Fairfax, but the reality is that's probably a topic to talk about, a different video on that, because there's a lot to talk about that. It's interesting. But real estate, one thing to have take into serious consideration is that real estate is cyclical, right? So real estate shifts every about 7 to 8 years. We had our last boom in the early 2000s up until about 2005, 2006. Everything was just selling like crazy, and then the market crashed in about 2008. So these cycles are, even though that was very specific, kind of out of the ordinary, it's still cyclical, right? We're expected to come, we came out of that boom, crash, and we are expecting that 7 to 8 years to hit somewhere around now. So we don't know exactly when it's going to hit. We don't have a crystal ball, but it is coming at some point, right? So the other thing that we always talk about, is it a seller's market? Is it a buyer's market? What exactly does that mean? So in real estate, we follow this secret formula called supply and demand. Supply. So basically, when there's less inventory, meaning less homes on the market, there's more demand, right? So this translates into a seller's market, right? So when there's less inventory, more demand, a seller's market. Sellers have more negotiating leverage and power, right? When it turns into a buyer's market and homes start sitting on the market and there's an abundance of inventory out there and buyers have a lot to choose from, of course, then it becomes more of a buyer's market where the buyer has a little more leverage, right? So something we look at in real estate as real estate agents all the time is like probably one of the first things we look at is days on market. When we see a listing, we look at how long it's been on the market. This is a very important piece of information because it tells us things, right? Are things start lingering on the market, there's a sign of maybe a seasonality change or maybe even a cyclical change, right? So we pay attention to this. So the other thing we really pay close attention to is something called absorption rate. Or also called month supply of inventory. So it basically measures how many homes, if nothing else were to come on the market today, and the inventory we have on the market, the homes that we have currently for sale, how long would it take for those homes to sell, right? So that gives us the month supply number. In this area, it's very low. We're about 1.5 to 2 months to sell everything. Obviously, this depends very much so on the neighborhood you're in. If it's a $1 million neighborhood, it's going to be a very different number than your $200,000-$300,000 condo neighborhood, right? So it's very different, but on average in Northern Virginia, it's about 1.5 to 2 months supply. So as this starts creeping up, it gives us an indication maybe there's something changing. So we look at these things to determine when is the best time, or if there's changes coming, so we can advise our clients. But for you, as sellers, when is the best time to sell? This is a year's, what your typical real estate year looks like in terms of inventory and sales. The black line is your inventory, right? It starts off very low at the end of the year. November, December is obviously when inventory kind of no one wants to sell and deal with having to sell your house or sell their home in that time. So it kind of starts off a little slower in January, but you know, there are buyers out there. There are buyers out there looking. It doesn't mean, you know, there aren't buyers out there. So obviously inventory starts to increase in that spring summer time frame, and that's also when even more buyers come on the market. But in this time frame, if we had to take a guess, like when is the best time, it's probably somewhere in this time frame, because this is where most of the buyers and you know, you're selling a lot of real estate and inventory is still low in comparison to how many people are looking for homes. So the demand is greater in this time frame, and that's probably when you're going to get your best bang for your buck in terms of trying to maximize your gains there from selling. So hope this was helpful. If you have any questions on selling, please give me a call. I'd love to hear from you. 571-316-6100. You have my information. Please like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope this was helpful. Next week I'll be coming to you with what to do to your home to get it ready to put on the market, and also you know, things to spend your money on to get your best bang for your buck. Have a great day. Thank you.